I just have so much gratitude. It's impossible to encapsulate what this means, whatever took place today. And the beauty of it is we don't have to. We don't have to have any kind of summary. We don't have to convert anything into something productive after today. I don't know. I mean, this is something truly, truly boundless, which I'm very grateful for. I want to thank a few people and everyone here. Um, Truly, truly, truly grateful to my studio team who came here, made these incredible silicone banners, the animation artworks. I mean, let's give them a hand. Uh, uh, this has been truly a project born out of conversations with my studio and everything that we wanted to take shape. It's hard to run an art studio, and you kind of need to do these things that are really inspiring and generative, and just the things that you want to invite instead of having to deliver on an agreement, a contract of sorts. In closing, we have to trust the wonder of the unknown. We can go to that deeper place of knowing that resides in each of us, a place that can only be experienced, not represented. We can be in the space between the information and the knowledge of the world and its words, its thoughts and judgments. Metaspore is not a finished, unchanging entity, but a process flowing from moment to moment, much like each of us. We're trying to understand multiple ontologies and multiple cosmologies, while also being open to a binding reality. We're starting to gain a higher fidelity of how to be in the world. So perhaps today we can build on new friendships, friendships that arise from that poetic potential. We aim to develop a few more chapters in different parts of the globe, and we hope that you continue to grow and work with us as we build a stigmergic community. Metaspore, inspired by mycelial networks as well as their trillions and trillions of spores, disperses boundlessly. We hope each of you takes some small spore of the Metaspore project with you today, whether through expanded bodily awareness, fundamental questioning of preconceived notions, or a new kernel of hope. Thank you sincerely to everyone who has participated today. Help shape Metaspore thus far, and to new friends. And Nate will close us out. Thank you. Let's give a big hand to Nate. I mean, my goodness. You are.
You did it, girl. So good. You did it. Land this vote. Yo, thank you so much. I'm gonna close this out. I have a couple logistics things, some continued gratitudes, and then Naoko is also we're gonna collaborate on a thing. We just came up with this. So hold on to your socks. Or if you don't have socks, hold on to somebody else's socks. Logistics that I want to share is number one is please feel free to support the project. If the merch speaks to you, the table will be open. I also want to give y'all 3 fellows from this project have a gallery opening that is happening right now at L China. Yeah, give it up. Y'all know it takes so much vulnerability to be like, yo, I'm gonna put this out here for the world to see. And actually tonight, if you look in to continue some things, there's a sound performance happening at 7:30 p.m. Maybe you can find them. Will y'all raise your hand if you're in as a part of this? Are y'all in the building? Yeah, yes. So fellows in the house, shout out. They told me, y'all, but I mean, it's great. I'm excited to celebrate y'all. And then the other thing I want to say is, again, thank you so much to our host, 419, for having us. So give them a round of applause. And just as we talked about all these other things, like these folks have hosted us all day. So as we're stepping out of this space, as we're leaving this space, maybe think about how we want to leave it for the folks that are going to have to be in here after us. So if there's something we can carry out with us, if there's something we can do to make sure this space is closed out, we would have so much gratitude for you around that. We're going to move into some of the closing things, and not only did me and Anicka just come up with this, but like the conversations that just happened on this stage, I feel like fundamentally like shifted me and fundamentally shifted my poetry choosing. And actually the poem that is actually speaking to me a little bit, it actually is a poem by someone what I referenced at the beginning, by David White, and this poem is about the El Camino de Santiago, which is one of our great ecumenical pilgrimages. And in the poem, it just really speaks about like how can we be present, and how do we understand that like what it means to be present actually deeply enfolds and is entangled with what it means to have been in the past. That those things are not so different in the way that I think that some folks would like us to think those things are true. Before I share that piece, there's a piece by Antonio Machado that I think speaks to kind of the heart of this. And that piece is written, or that piece says, Caminante, no hay camino. Se hace el camino al andar se hace el camino. Which means path maker or walker, there's not a path. You make the path when you walk. And when you walk, you make the path. I'm going to read this piece about Santiago, and we'll have some gong to close out. You ready now, Anicka? Let's do it. The way that you came, the way that you followed, the way that carried you into your future and that brought you to this place. No matter that it sometimes had to take your promise from you. No matter that it always had to break your heart along the way. The sense of having walked from far inside yourself and out into revelation, to have risked yourself for something that seemed to stand both inside you and far beyond you, that called back to you. In the end, it called you to the only road you could follow, walking it as you did in your rags of love, and in speaking in the voice that by night became a prayer for safe arrival. So that one day you realized that what you really wanted had already happened. It had already happened long ago and in the dwelling place in which you lived before you even began. And that every step along the way, you had carried the heart, the mind, and the promise that first set you off and drew you on to that which you were. You were always more marvelous in your simple wish to find a way than the gilded roofs of any city or town at the end. Santiago. Anicka will close us out. thank you all so much for being here.